Gossip. This is the only form I could find it in. I think I think the movie's out of print. Like I haven't been able to find it anywhere for years, and I haven't seen it in so long I could barely tell you about the plot. But it's basically, I'll just read the synopsis. Well, first of all, it stars James Marsden, Kate Hudson, Lena Headey, Joshua Jackson, Sharon Lawrence, Marissa Kuglin, whatever, and directed by Davis Guggenheim. And it's about needing an interesting topic for a class project. Three college students choose the scandalous subject of gossip. They decide to make up a story about a classmate, Kate Hudson, drinking too much, passing out, and then getting raped by her aggressive boyfriend while unconscious. Unfortunately, the part about the girl passing out is true, and she starts to believe her boyfriend may have really committed the brutal act. And this one is sort of like a whodunit and a mystery that sort of unravels little by little, and has a lot of twists and turns. It's really well written, well acted. Surprised it wasn't that successful. I mean, it was a really good movie. I remember really liking it. And, like once it came out, it just sort of no one ever said anything about it. Like after that, I mean, just faded into obscurity. Kind of like Cry Wolf did. I mean, it was like really hyped. I don't know if this was hyped, but Cry Wolf was hyped, and then once it came out, just fell off the radar. I can understand why I would Cry Wolf, but with this, I don't quite understand why. It's a really good movie. You should check it out if you can find it. Uh, I'm sure it's pretty hard to find, so you probably won't find it. But good luck. Hopefully you will if you're interested. And Little Monsters. It's a childhood favorite of mine, starring Fred Savage and Howie Mandel, an unrecognizable Howie Mandel. Like every time I hear his name mentioned, I always think of Maurice. This character Maurice. Howie Mandel will always be Maurice to me. But anytime I see him anywhere else, it does not look like him at all. I just cannot place. It's really good makeup. I'll just put it that way. But it's about this family who moves, like this new family who moves into town, and they're sort of like having family problems. The parents' marriage, they're on the rocks, and the kids are having a hard time fitting in at their new school. And when they get home, they sort of like there's these little pranks and like these things happening that the parents think, the kid or Brian, played by Fred Savage, they think Brian's doing all these, making all these messes and causing all these, mishaps, and then, they ground him and stuff like that, but he's like swearing he didn't do it, somebody else did it. He even thinks his brother Eric did it. Eric's played by his brother Ben Savage. Then we eventually find out it's Maurice, the monster who comes out from under the bed from Parallel Dimension, where it's like a whole bunch of monsters like him, all sorts of shapes and sizes, and they get to be friends and sort of like get into mischief and get back at the bully at school, played by Devin Ratray, who played Buzz in the Home Alone, the big brother. And let me see. Eventually I can't remember the rest of the plot. I haven't seen it in so long, but that's the basic premise of it. I mean, if you're in my age group, I'm sure you've probably seen it at some point in your childhood. So let me know what you think about it if you liked it. I loved it. Oh, it's got a theatrical trailer. No other features though. Let's see. Next up, April Fool's Day. I haven't seen this yet. I just got it based on some reviews I watched on YouTube, and it sounded interesting. I like the premise, and I got it as sort of a companion piece to Slaughter High, which was also named April Fool's Day, but you know it came out around the same time as this. So this one, I guess, got the rights to that name first. So this one had to change their name to Slaughter High. Other than that, I can't really tell you much about the plot since I haven't seen it. Um, yeah, it doesn't seem to have any no special features. But, yeah, $12. It's not too bad. And finally, Radio Flyer with Elijah Wood, Joseph Mazzello, let me see, Lorraine Bracco, John Hurd, Adam Baldwin as the abusive father who's sort of like, um, let me see, the family right here, like the mom and two brothers. This little brother right here, he gets abused by their stepfather played by Adam Baldwin, and the movie's just about their, sort of coping with that. And I don't know what the mom's do. I haven't seen this movie in ages, so I can't really say much about it without having to watch it again. And there's a lot of debate over the ending of this movie where you think the kids built this like radio flyer out of this wagon that supposedly flies. They built that for this kid so he can just fly away and escape, and supposedly he grows up to be an aviator. But there's debate over whether this character is even real or just a figment of this character's imagination to cope with the stepdad's abuse. He was an alcoholic too. And it was directed by Richard Donner. That's about all I can tell you about it, because I haven't seen it in so long. So if you've seen it, let me know what you think about it in the comments. That does it for now. I'll probably be back with another update in a week or two. So I'll see you guys later.